Hey friends, welcome to Friday. Welcome to Post to Post. My name is Liam. We're back for some jersey concepts, but not any jersey concepts. We're going to do things a little bit different, okay? I've been sitting on these concepts for maybe almost a year now. I apologize to the designer who's going to be pointers in this one, but we've got a cross promotion between the MLB and the NHL. We've got MLB teams as NHL jerseys. Does it make sense? No. Is it plausible? No. But it's cool to think about. It's cool to look at these designs because some of the transitions between MLB brands to NHL jerseys actually works really well. We've learned that in the past with other designers and other people doing this. We've had NFL to NHL jerseys. We've had NBA to NHL jerseys. We've had NHL to NBA jerseys. The cross promotion thing is weird, but it's really cool to see a different brand and a different uniform. It's jersey. It's weird, but it's awesome. So this is gonna be a reaction video. I've not seen these. I just know that they're gonna be cool because we've done similar things in the past. Pointers is the designer today. Let's get into it. And by the way, you can get this exact template at sportstemplates.net. Use code POST. That's going to save yourself 10%. It'll get you this jersey template, and also there are all kinds of other templates on the site as well. Not just NHL jerseys, but MLB stuff, baseball stuff as well. We've got NFL stuff with football. We've got soccer. We've got NHL arenas, NHL goalie masks, hoodies, baseballs, footballs, all kinds of amazing templates over at sportstemplates.net. These are the real deal. If you want your concepts to look the absolute best, Sports Templates definitely has you covered. And like I said, use code POST. That's going to save yourself 10% on whatever template that you want to get. And if you feel like coming up with a full set from a full league, whether it's the NFL, the MLB, MLS, NHL, it doesn't really matter. Feel free to send it in. I will review, react, or rank it, and just have some fun here on the channel. And I'll get to promote you as well. I'll get to promote your socials and who you are. And it's cool to look at everyone's work in the community. Let's get into this. MLB to NHL jerseys. Let's go. Starting off with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Wow, we've got imagery in the background and everything of the park. Okay, so pointers, what you got for me here? We've got some interesting colors, which look beautiful on an NHL jersey, specifically in the neck and the laces. The shoulder patch looks awesome. A little bit busy in the stripes, but still not too bad. Logo looks good on the front. Pretty good start, actually. I love from the nips up of this jersey. I think it's perfect. I really like that. Even got the MLB logo there on the front of the neck. This is a cool start. Let's move on to the next one. I can see team abbreviations here on this screen and actual concepts as we cycle through. Let's cycle through to the next one. Atlanta Braves. I looked at the abbreviation ATL on here, and for whatever reason, I just couldn't think of it. Atlanta Braves. Well, I would say that, oops, I went back one. I would say that this is very predictable in like a good way. Like this is kind of exactly what I would kind of expect from, like if I was doing this crossover, if I was designing this, I'd probably go this direction too. So I think Pointers made the right decision here. It looks good. Shoulder patches are, I guess, both really good in their own sense, but the jersey's very right-weighted as we're looking at it. So the shoulder patch on the right is bigger. The striping along the bottom raises up higher on the right. So there's a lot going on the right. It feels a little bit unbalanced that way, but still a pretty good design. I do like this. Next up we got, the Baltimore Orioles. Okay, lots of orange. We've got that flag there on the shoulder, which I know that is very hit or miss with a lot of people. I won't say what team I'm on. If you know my history, and then you'll know. But the rounded shoulders is probably going to be a miss for me. I think I'd prefer to see a squared off shoulder in this instance. But very simplistic design here, and it's baseball. I mean, baseball plays it safe with their branding and their logos and stuff, and it's a very traditional sport. Not that the NHL is not, but NHL takes usually more risks with their team branding and stuff. So this is exactly what I would expect. So good job on this one. Next, the Boston Red Sox. That is an aggressive stripe in the middle, and it does work for baseball. It definitely does. The socks on the front are pretty cool. This one would just be a miss for me just because it feels a little bit all over the place. We got the red rounded shoulders, but the very linear squared off line down below. We got two different shoulder patches. The socks are in there. The numbers are on the arms and in the front. There's just a lot going on. So this one's probably a miss for me, but it doesn't look too bad. Next, the Cubs. Now, the logo not being centered and big, I think if you did this with the NHL, an NHL jersey, it would be very strange and you'd get a lot of criticism and people would be blowing you up on your social media, whatever team posted this. But for a baseball team, like, this is normal. Like, this looks totally fine. And I actually really like it. Like, I think this is pretty much perfect for a crossover between the MLB or baseball and hockey. Good job on this one. Next is Cincinnati Reds. Okay, so I guess similar kind of design here. Not too bad. I don't love the stripe in the middle, but I mean, if you took that away, it's a pretty basic and generic jersey. I don't know. This one's hit or miss for me. All right, moving on. We got the Cleveland Indians. The dark blue and that red, a specific shade of red, look very good together. Yeah, this looks good. I mean, nothing really critical to say here, nothing really to praise. It just looks like an expected jersey, I guess. Looks good. Next up, okay, so here's something we can talk about. The Colorado Rockies. So he's made a really good decision here, and I think, like, when I think about baseball jerseys, shirts, uniforms, whatever you want to call them, I don't really care. Sometimes, maybe not in the MLB, but in like minor leagues and stuff, some of the shirts, they kind of stop like here. So I think he's like, Pointers has looked at this in a really intelligent way and tried to kind of implement that into the jersey and thought, well, you know, in a hockey jersey, that purple stripe would maybe end here and it would just hold the numbers. But in this instance, where baseball, you know, they kind of have a design that kind of comes down the arm a little bit. So I think he saw that and tried to implement it here, and I think it works. I think that absolutely works. Maybe that wasn't his intention, but I don't know. That's how I perceived it, at least. But the colors look so good. The purple and the black together look awesome. The logo on front looks okay. Yeah, this one's a nice one. Moving on to the Chicago White Sox. Okay, so this is like very baseball, very simplistic, linear, thin lines. This is the bread and butter of baseball designs here. I can't knock this. This is so baseball, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's awesome, and it just works. Next, wow, look at these stripes. Okay, Detroit Tigers. Look at the stripes along the bottom and on the arm as well. That's a lot. I think I like them on the bottom, but not so much where the numbers are on the arms. I think I would remove those, and we got a pretty good looking jersey. But I think even with my opinion, people will disagree, and as you should. Everyone should have different opinions. It's always fun that, you know, everyone likes different things. That makes it interesting. But yeah, really cool jersey here. Next, the Astros. The shape in the background, just a very subtle shape. That looks really cool. I love the stylization or the colorization of the shoulder patch on the right. That looks so good. Yeah, this looks awesome. I like this one a lot. Next, the Kansas City Royals. That beautiful, vibrant blue. The striping to match the angle of the logo on the front. This one looks awesome as well. I love these crossovers. You know, it's fun, so fun looking at NHL jerseys all the time. It never gets old, but it's always fun to see this kind of stuff. Just new, right? It's just new. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. This is pretty predictable in a good way. That neck is very baseball. The front of the jersey with Angels and then the number down below, that's very baseball. This looks awesome. Yeah, nothing to complain about here. The Dodgers, yes. So this is my second favorite MLB team. I would say that the Blue Jays, as a Canadian, I gotta support the Blue Jays, but the Dodgers are definitely my second favorite team. And this looks awesome. Very simplistic, very like old school going on. We've got a logo on this arm, logo on the other arm. Nothing on the shoulders, just clean, keeping some colorization at the bottom of the sleeves, and then very classic front with the Dodgers, and then the number on the front. This one's cool. Very, very basic, but in like a really good way. Next, wow, the Miami Marlins with some intense colors here. I think I like everything except for that line that goes up right here. So the number on the front looks good. The small logo on the front looks good. The shoulder patches look good. The striping vertically here on the arm looks good. I don't know why I'm up here, but yeah, here looks good. But yeah, I think it's just that stark contrast between the vertical and the horizontal stripe on the arm just shoots right up. Looks a little bit awkward to me. Doesn't really match the rest of the jersey, but remove that, and I really like this one. Okay. Ooh, the Milwaukee Brewers. Now this is a bit of a standout one for me because immediately this looks like a hockey jersey, perfectly done. So a bit of a texture in the striping with that wheat kind of in the neck and then down below. Shoulder patches, which are symmetrical. They're the exact same shoulder patch on each shoulder, so it's very balanced very nicely. Numbers on the arm and a big logo in the front. This isn't very baseball, this is very hockey. To me, this has been the perfect one so far between the combination between baseball branding and NHL look. That's the best way I can kind of describe it. Yeah, this was absolutely my favorite so far. I really like this one. Like, this looks like a hockey team. This one's my favorite. Next, the New York Mets. Oh, that is an aggressive orange stripe down below. I love the colorization of the orange and the blue together. That always looks good. Great color combination. That orange stripe is throwing me off, though. That is an aggressive orange stripe. Let's move on. The New York Yankees, so much like the White Sox earlier, this one is very traditional baseball. Yankees are a very old traditional team. This is exactly what I would expect from the Yankees here. It looks good. Nothing to complain about. This is how it should be. The Oakland Athletics, this one is really nice. Again, the kind of horizontal stripe that kind of comes down here with the Marlins, it was going up. Down here, it's on the the forearm. I would remove that. Everything else looks really good, actually. This is, again, another good kind of transition between baseball and hockey. Different shoulder patches, but still they're generally the same size, so I think the balance is okay. Neck is very baseball. It looks good. This one's probably my, in the top 5, top 3 maybe. Next, the Philadelphia Phillies. Okay, I can get on board with this one, even though the stripe in the background is pretty aggressive. The logo sits on top of it, so it's not really distracting. The number down below near the belly, I think, is maybe a little bit too big. I'd maybe like to see that smaller, kind of where we see the C or the A in hockey up there, just the number there, or on the opposite side, whatever. And the shoulder patches are okay. Not my favorite, but it is a nice one. The Pittsburgh Pirates, a very simplistic design here. The red is hugely throwing me off on that shoulder patch. The yellow and the red, and even some orange in there, I think. A lot of clashing going on that specific shoulder, but I love the P on that other shoulder. Pittsburgh looks good on the front. Yeah, looks good. Next, the San Diego Padres. Wow. This one I think is going to be a miss for me just because it looks like it looks like a weird futuristic police robot uniform or something. I don't even know what I'm saying, but this one is, to me, this is all over the place. This one's going to be a miss for me. Oh, geez, had to sneeze there. All right, let's move on. Seattle Mariners. Okay, don't love the gray stripe at the front of the shoulders, but I kind of like it at the edge of the side of the shoulders. Striping looks good. Shoulders patches look good, nice and symmetrical. Mariners on the front looks good. Colors look good. Good job. Let's move on. The San Francisco Giants, the black and the orange look so good together. That orange really, really pops on this jersey. I'd be curious to see what that Giants font would look like if it was just orange. Maybe a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more, I'm the primary element on this jersey. Look at me, where it kind of gets lost a little bit with the shoulder patch and the numbers since it's the same stylization, but it still looks good. It still looks really good. Moving on, the St. Louis Cardinals. Okay, this one looks pretty good. I like the logo down in the right here, actually. That's a nice little touch. Very, very clean shoulders. Logo looks great. Looks maybe a little bit low, but yeah, this one looks good. Next, we got the Tampa Bay Rays. Now I can get on board with this one for sure. The colors look good together. The color changes here and goes all the way down to the bottom. That green looks good. I like the general design of the jersey, regardless of colors, regardless of logos and branding. Just the general decisions made behind the striping and the design of this looks awesome. Next, the Texas Rangers. Well, we've got the New York Rangers that use red and blue. We've got the Dallas Stars, which use a jersey design that looks very similar to this. So my mind, left and right, is clashing here with Dallas, which is black and green and white and a little bit of silver. And then the Rangers, which are red and blue, but it says Rangers, but it's on the Dallas jersey. It looks good, but it's very conflicting from a design perspective in my head. It looks awesome, actually. Overall, it looks really good. I like this combination between a bit of Dallas Stars history and some Texas Rangers branding. Next, the Toronto Blue Jays. All right. Again, I think I would remove those horizontal lines on the arms. For whatever reason, they're just not working for me in these concepts. I don't mind the Toronto on the front. The shoulder patch both of them look pretty good. Not my favorite so far, actually. Next, the Washington Nationals. Okay, not too bad. I just noticed the bottom of the sleeves. Vertical striping comes down into the W and then probably continues on the other side. That's very Wonder Woman kind of designs. The neck is awkward, I think. this stripe coming down and then it comes down, it makes it look like a bit of a bib or something. I changed that. Everything else is, I think, probably okay. Lots going on, but very interesting. I like the stars down below. Next, there is no next. Okay, I already know what my favorite's going to be. You guys probably remember. It's going to be the Milwaukee Brewers. Again, I think this is just a great combination between an MLB team, their branding transitions to an actual like NHL style jersey with as far as layout, as far as balance and stuff. So Pointers did a really good job here. Not my favorite color combination, not my favorite brand in general, but a really good mix between everything here by Pointers. Great job, Pointers. Now it's your guys' turn. Go down to the comment section and leave a comment. Tell me your favorite jersey that you've seen in here. Tell me your least favorite as well. Tell me some things that Pointers can improve on, because I'm sure he's going to be reading the comments and whatnot. And I know constructive criticism is important for designers, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed all the designs. Like I said, leave a comment down below and let me know your favorites. Let me know how you feel about this mix-up between the MLB and the NHL. Hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend this Friday. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. That really helps the channel. But if you're new, please consider hitting the Please consider hitting the subscribe button. Would love to have you on board here. We make Jersey Concept videos every single Friday on the channel. And now that summer's calming down for me, I'm a little less busy. We're going to get back to the daily videos, a video every single weekday, at least, maybe not on weekends, but weekdays for sure. So we'd love to have you on board. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you very soon. Adios.